righty, ladies and gentlemen, show number 13, Stache Pass Pod. Find us over on TikTok, Stache Pass Pod. Find us over on Instagram, Stache Pass Pod. There, our flagship page. Card Vault Breaks over on Instagram. We are on eBay Live. We are on Fanatics Live. We are on Whatnot. We are everywhere you would find card breaks. Myself, Galle, happy to be here with you guys. Fun releases this week and just some fun discussion overall. We've got a really nice show here. Gal, I want to dive right in here.
Yeah.
This is breaking news here.
This is.
We are learning quite literally as we go here. Myles Garrett to the Los Angeles Rams. That is massive. And you know, maybe not the biggest impact on the card market, but I will say this. Myles Garrett does have a very nice market. Mm-hmm. He's a walking gold jacket. There's very few defensive players that really culminate a good card market, and you have to be quite literally a Hall of Fame level player. You have to be a J.J. Watt. You have to be, you know, one of those big names, and he's one of them.
Yeah, he is. No doubt.
They're going all in.
They really are. And again, as you said, it doesn't do anything like crazy for his card market. I don't think, like, sure, his name's in the news. It's going to be up right now a little bit. But it is the off season. What it does do too, I think, is just for the Rams card market as a whole, like the Rams got significantly better today.
Yeah.
So you look at guys who do have pretty good markets like Puka. I think this team is like
it juices everyone.
It juices everyone. This team's likely going to make a nice playoff run. Barring any injuries or anything. Matthew Stafford, too. Market's probably going to be a little bit better. This makes the Rams better, and in turn, those offensive guys who do have good card markets, their markets are probably going to see a little bit of juice. So it's a huge trade, as you said, we learned this morning, or early this afternoon, here on Monday. So
the details just came out here, too. This is quite literally a notification from Shefty 11 minutes ago. We're recording this at 2:30 here on a Monday, the Monday that it happened. Browns received Jared Verse, a 2027 first-round pick, a 2028 second, and a 2029 third. And then the Rams get Myles Garrett.
It's a hefty return.
It is a hefty return. I'm sure the Browns don't mind that whatsoever.
No.
Jared Verse, he's a dog.
He is. Dude, I almost feel like the Browns, if there's any team where draft picks do not matter, it's probably the Cleveland Browns because they can't develop anybody.
He's also from there, which I'm sure he, probably doesn't hate a homecoming.
No.
But that defense, I mean, it's not really going anywhere.
No.
Jared Verse, you definitely don't want to be looking at Myles Garrett if you're on the other side of the ball. Jared Verse,
he's no joke.
No one is caught that either.
So, yeah, he was one of the Rams' top chases a couple years ago when he was a rookie.
Yeah, he was.
Granted, the Rams didn't have any standout rookie.
Massive offensive players.
Yeah, Corum too. Dude, that's another guy like Blake Corum's market. I think is going to see a little bit of a bump too. He had a great season last year, and
my PC.
Yes,
my guy.
He is your PC. You got that micro mosaic, so hang on to that. But we're going to see some of these offensive guys have a little bit of dollar sign or a few dollar signs added to their markets this season, I think, and the defense is going to be good too. Any defense with Myles Garrett's going to be just fine.
They're going all in. I mean, they got to be favored at this point.
Got to be up there.
You add something like that. They were already. I mean, they got to compete against the Seahawks, which is no joke either. But so yeah, all right. Well, hey,
that'll be fun.
Fun release week ahead here, guys. We've got some non-sport. We've got some more unlicensed basketball, which we'll talk about as well. Yeah, I know. That juices Galle up big time. All right, happening on Wednesday, June 3rd, 2025, Topps Star Wars Masterwork. Masterwork is one of my favorite Star Wars sets that get put out annually now at this point. Big autos, you know what you're looking for, those big actors, Mark Hamill, Hayden Christensen, a couple of first-timers here as well. Now, I'm not as much in the know with modern Star Wars as I was with the older films.
Yes.
That being said, Allison Brie as Am, Joseph Gordon-Levitt as Slow and Low, and Lucy Liu as Bandit Leader. 3 new autos to be in the mix there, which those are big-name actors and actresses.
I know Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I don't know who Allison Brie is. Who's Allison Brie? Do I?
Yeah, okay. I knew that immediately.
I don't know who Allison Brie is. Let me see a picture.
I can't tell if he's trolling.
I'm being 100% serious.
Allison Brie, it was she was Supergirl, or what is it, Wonder Woman? Not Wonder Woman. That was Gal Gadot.
I don't know if I know who this is.
Really?
Is that Dave Franco she's married to? It is. Dave Franco's wife.
Oh,
too.
wait. Hold on. I might have had the wrong actress there. Turn that around. Let's see. Oh, I had the wrong actress myself.
So Luke doesn't know who she is either. That's
she's
great.
She's from Mad Men. I was thinking
This
I was thinking
woman is from Mad Men?
Yeah, I was thinking I don't even remember her name now. Yeah,
BoJack Horseman, she's
I had
also
her
in.
mixed up with someone else.
So Luke doesn't know who Allison Brie is either.
But I do now.
I don't
Thank
know.
goodness.
You know
Okay. Lucy Liu, though, right?
I don't know if I know Lucy Liu either. That sounds like a fake name. Sounds like she lives in Candyland. Hold on here.
But yeah, Joseph Gordon-Levitt, who you said you did know.
I know Joseph Gordon-Levitt. Dude, I don't think I know Lucy Liu either.
Kill Bill?
Haven't seen Kill Bill.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know two of these people. I know
still.
Joseph. Shout out Joseph Gordon-Levitt. I almost just botched his name too.
Yeah.
So, but very cool. I won't be chasing two of those people. But that's great.
There's booklets with multiple autos, and some of those have Carrie Fisher on them, which is very cool.
Is that a cut, or did they have that in the warehouse?
It looked like they had multiple autos, so I'm assuming it's not going to be a cut. But I think it's just booklets that kind of just have, name after name after name after name. One of those. They have the Metal Droid cards that are returning, which is cool. I saw BB-8 is going to be in the mix there. Usually do that for R2. And C-3PO sketch arts, as many of the top Star Wars products do have. Those are always a massive one. And then this one caught my eye here, too. They do have relics in here. It is from Return of the Jedi, the film cells they have in there. They are one of ones. They are going to be the biggest chase of the product, in my opinion, with autos. So it's essentially a relic auto. Those will be very, very cool. The old film cells with the little pieces of film in the card.
That is insane.
That is so cool.
That's incredible. Because you could do this is Star Wars we're talking about here. This isn't
quite literally a relic.
This isn't Kill Bill that we're talking. This is a big movie here. No disrespect to Kill Bill. But that is a really, really, really cool card. Really cool cards, I should say. And that is what I love about this non-sport stuff is they always have cool ideas that they bake into it. So
and it's something new every year. They always find a cool way to up the game a little bit.
They can get creative. They got more creative liberty than a sports card.
Totally.
And it shows.
And putting film cells in there. That's very cool.
It's amazing, dude. While we're on the subject of cool products here, this next one.
Oh, man. This next one. This is arguably the coolest product of Galle's 2026.
This next one, man.
Friday, June 5th, 25-26, Don Russ basketball. That was pushed. That was supposed to come out in May. We saw Signature Series first there as the first unlicensed product from this year from Panini. This will be their second. We have unlicensed downtowns here, Gal.
Dude, I'm going to get even angrier in a second here when you bring something up, but they'll still move in the market, I'm sure. It's not going to be nearly as close to what they were doing last year and in years past when they were licensed. As we talked about last week, Panini does do a good job of hiding stuff that isn't licensed, like masking, having no logos on there.
And basketball's tough.
Basketball is really tough.
Tougher than baseball.
And also, man, it's just like the ink with Panini isn't going to be nearly as hot, I don't think. So,
well, we've talked about this now multiple times here where they have the exclusive guys in VJ Edgecombe, Jeremiah Fears, and Trey Johnson. But other than those spots, what else is there to chase? Are people chasing? Are you chasing downtowns? They have slammies on the checklist, too. They have night moves also for the short prints. Panini is a very short print-driven, brand. So I'm interested to see, like you said, how these will hold up.
Yeah, it's Don Russ basketball. It's
already paper. It's already low paper. Hey, low price of entry.
That's the thing.
This is the thing. We talked about this with Don Russ baseball as well.
Yep.
If you want PC cards, this is the kind of stuff that you can get in for a low barrier and, just put it away in the PC.
100%. And a downtown is a downtown.
Totally.
I think,
especially when it's in the collection.
Yes, 100%. And I think that's probably going to be the shift that a lot of people make is, okay, I'm not looking to go out and resell a downtown for X amount of money. I'm just going to try and hold one for the collection because back in the day, downtowns were a card that not everybody could get their hands on because, you're going to spend a few grand, a grand to a few grand. And that's, not an investment that everyone wants to make, understandably so. It's a lot of money. So I think we're just going to see a shift in how the Panini market acts, how people view cards that Panini puts out when they're unlicensed. With Topps, we saw that a little bit. People obviously weren't chasing those short prints nearly as much. Like the Downtown, the Kaboom, these are notable short prints. Topps really didn't have that before when it was unlicensed. Sure, they had it to some degree, but it wasn't even in the same atmosphere as Panini's case hits short prints. So, again, man, it's going to be something that we just have to see.
You got 3 autos per box, too, which is nice.
Really nice, yeah.
You normally don't see 3 autos in a Donruss hobby box like that.
No.
They do have optic previews as well, which normally Donruss does. Interested to see if we get optic unlicensed basketball there, too.
Which I loved, man. I really do like optic. I know that's one of your favorite sets.
Optic was nice.
Optic was one of those things where every year I go into it, man, like, I love optic.
And then you get
it's great because, dude, the rated rookie.
Cards everywhere.
The rated rookie, man. Like, it's,
totally.
Again, it's another staple. And then as I'm ripping it, I'm like, man, this shit pisses
driving
me off,
nuts.
dude. Yeah. So,
go ahead.
I was just going to say, optic's one of those ones where, like, the thought of it is always better than the actual product, I think. For me, personally, that's
and then you pull it downtown.
And then,
it's like, oh, this is the best product
This is the best product ever. But then it's like, okay, the case is dead.
Yes.
So, but yeah, it's always a fun one. I don't know, man. We'll have to get our hands on it. But there is the NIL checklist, too, which is an added.
And there's some nice names on it.
There is.
Like lottery picks.
The NIL stuff is starting to piss me off.
Yeah.
I'm going to be honest with you. Just because it's also ruining, like we talked about it with Bowman basketball. We loved how Bowman U last year was just college stuff.
The way it should be.
Yeah, I just think keep the college stuff and the pro stuff separate, in my opinion. Like the NIL stuff, it's cool. It adds that extra chase. But I don't know, a lot of times the cards they don't look too good to me.
And people, the base of NBA collectors and NCAA collectors are not the same.
No.
It's the same sport, but they're not the same group of collectors.
No.
You know, the buyers that we have come into our rooms when we're running Bowman U product versus NBA product are not the same.
No,
People
they're
come
not.
around specifically for said products. So you marry those two, and you just kind of make for this bastardized type of product.
I know. And no disrespect to anybody that signs the NIL checklist. But listen, like the guy chasing a VJ Edgecombe, I assume he's going to have a downtown or something.
Yeah.
We'll say, I haven't looked at the checklist yet. The guy chasing, a VJ Edgecombe downtown, if he pulls a Sarah Strong auto, he's not going to give a shit.
Correct.
So it's, again, she's a great player, but, there's not, as you said, a lot of overlap between those two worlds. So I don't think that ruins anything about the product, but I don't think it adds what Panini think it adds.
Correct.
What Panini thinks it adds. And, we'll see. We will see. I'll leave it at that.
We're really hitting the spectrum of releases this week with multiple sports, non-sport. Also, on Friday, June 5th, baseball release here, baby.
Yeah, yes, sir.
We got Topps Chrome Platinum Baseball. This is a 2025 product. 25 Topps Chrome Platinum. Do tell.
It is indeed, yeah. So this is, you have it right here, lower barrier of entry, which is nice. Hobby boxes run around like $275, which is, in the world we live in now, it's cheap, which is somewhat crazy to say, but still, in terms of breaks, not going to be nearly as bad price-wise for most of those teams. Dodgers will be expensive. Yankees will be expensive. A's will probably be pretty pricey. But outside of those three teams, you're looking at some very affordable spots there.
That's Kurtz and Wood?
Yep.
Okay,
yep.
Yeah.
So, Nationals will be fairly pricey as well. But, yeah, man, it's got a nice throwback design. I think a lot of people go for that. I like that myself when cards of today incorporate designs of yesterday. When I first got into baseball, like vintage was basically what I was collecting, just from my dad kind of passing stuff down to me. And not the biggest release of all time. We got Bowman Sapphire right on the horizon too. So I think this is kind of a good time to sneak this in there. Bowman Sapphire will be Wednesday the 10th. So we're looking at that next week. So nice little Friday release just to get some newer, fresher baseball product. People haven't been getting Bowmaned out yet, surprisingly. Like it's still something that's moving. The resale's still good there. So Bowman's been very strong this year. It's had a lot of shelf life. But again, new is always good. So to get platinum in this Friday will be a fun little rip there.
You got the tale of two spectrums there with Safi coming out and then a $275 hobby box.
That's the thing. Like products like these, you notice like a lot of people are priced out of some of this other stuff, and rightfully so, especially with the other sports like basketball, football. So to get a hobby box that's under $300 and that you can get a break spot for in a full case for like $39, $49, $50, people are happy about that. I'm happy about that too, as someone who has to price out the breaks. Like it's much easier, much easier when I'm not looking a $2,000 spot right in the face. So Bowman Safi will be a bit more expensive for sure. Especially we're going to do a dual case of that with some Bowman Delight. So that'll be pricey, but Topps Chrome Platinum Baseball, very nice set, very nice cards, and you're not paying an arm and a leg for it.
Love to see it. All right. What would be a release week without some football now, too?
Oh, yeah.
We had Star Wars, we had baseball, we had basketball. Also happening on Friday, June 5th, we've got 2025 Topps Signature Class Football on the tail of Signature Class Basketball here. This one also getting a hobby and jumbo SKU, a couple of retail SKUs there as well. Just still shocking to say that this is getting a jumbo SKU, not the set I ever would have thought was getting one, but here we are. 4 autos per box in a jumbo box there. You get 6 boxes per case on jumbo, and then you get 2 autos per hobby box, 12-box case there as well. This Friday, again, is release day. I've got a 4-case Pick Your Player break over on Card Vault Breaks. Looking forward to that one. Going to be a ton of ink, obviously. Going to be a ton of ink. Brady does sign for the Pats in this one. He's got short prints for the Bucks, but we do have Brady ink to chase over for the Pats there. And again, not a massive needle mover. Very similar to basketball in the marketplace. That being said, all things considered with how expensive wax is, a relatively lower barrier of entry on this one here. One of my favorite parts of this set is the acetate cards. You know, I know I've told you multiple times. I love a good acetate card, whether it's signed or not. The signed ones are even better. I like when you can look through and see the ink on the other side. It's cool. And so, yeah, should be a good one there. Again, relatively lower barrier of entry there, too. You can find your favorite players. I think Pick Your Player break, when you have so much ink at stake, is the way to do it, as opposed to the PYTs, but we'll have some of those available as well.
So go get your spots in that PYP. And that's the thing, like, volume is always good. When you have that much volume, that much ink, PYP kind of the way to go. And you know, I'm sure you'll have some case breaks up at some point too. So case breaks are always fun too if you're chasing a team there. We were looking through the checklist, and they're just throwing some my players on there. So
wild names on that checklist. Like again, there's going to be a ton of ink that comes out with this one.
100%.
They're really reaching with some of the names there. Good vets, big vets. I saw Jerry Rice is on this checklist. I love that they're starting to put him on the checklist. I'd love to see a Jerry Rice auto, but I could go on.
Yeah.
So
it's going to be a fun rip. So fun week of releases. Yeah. So really good week with
quite literally nice spectrum there.
I know, very wide array.
All right, so hopping into some other conversation points. Knicks, Spurs, NBA Finals here.
Shoot me now, man. I mean,
you know, we'll talk about our predictions afterwards, but we're going to talk about the biggest name probably right now in the card hobby, Victor Wembanyama.
Yep.
His market is going bananas. Anything Wemby, through the roof right now. So I want to run. I didn't tell Galle this beforehand.
I didn't look either.
A little rapid fire. So we had, just to preview it, we had his Black Finite 1/1 Prism rookie card in a PSA 10 that sold for $5.11 mil. About a week.
5.11 thousand.
Yeah, about a week and a half ago now. And now we want to talk about some of the other cards that are selling for him. I was on Card Ladder today. This is as of June 1st. We're going to start, Gal. These are all silvers here.
Okay.
In PSA 10s. So what would you guess a Mosaic silver rookie in a PSA 10 of Wemby?
Well, first of all here, Luke's going to... I know that Luke's going to give me 3 here. Mosaic, Select, and Prism. I want to start by saying I think Mosaic is going to be the cheapest of the 3, then Select, then Prism. Am I correct?
No.
Really?
No.
Mosaic went more than Select?
It did.
That is a little bit surprising to me.
Yeah, I was surprised as well.
Okay, all right.
All three of these sales, again, like I mentioned, were today, June 1st.
Okay. I'm going to say that
We'll start with Mosaic.
if Mosaic did more than Select, that screws up everything now. All right, I got to lock in. I'm going to say Mosaic Silver, Rookie Silver in a PSA 10. I'm going to just go with $775.
That's actually that's a great guess.
Really?
$850.
Damn it, dude. I was mulling over 8.
Yeah.
Okay, all right. So $850, okay, perfect.
On a Mosaic Silver,
Which
in
is
a PSA
crazy.
10. That is crazy to think about.
So I would have guessed Select was higher initially. Now I'm gonna say Select. Let's go with $695.
Select was $425.
Really?
Yeah.
I see. That's where the Select bias comes in.
Yeah.
I love Select. Okay.
And then
Prism.
we got Prism.
I would.
Prism Silver Rookie in a 10.
I'm gonna guess this cracks a K, but not too far over a K. I don't want to say. Part of me wants to also say it just missed a K. I'm gonna go with 1045.
1045. Is that your final answer?
I think I'll go with 1045. I'll lock that in.
3,800.
Excuse me? $3,800?
June 1st.
That is, dude, that is ridiculous,
Isn't
man.
that insane?
That is a rookie silver.
Yeah.
Nowhere close to 3,800. I was thinking, yeah, obviously going to crack a K.
Yep.
Dude, what?
Isn't that bananas?
Because how many of those are floating around, man? Like,
That's a good question. You see the pop report.
yeah.
Yeah. Especially in a 10.
I mean, it's got to be a fairly good amount. I mean, there are a lot of silvers floating around, at least raw.
You know what's crazy, too? I don't see that going higher, but I see the Black Finite 101 that just sold for 5.11 going higher.
I can't imagine.
Isn't that wild?
I can't imagine that a rookie silver in a PSA 10 goes higher than $3,800.
Yeah.
Dude, what? I will say, so I have some Wemby that I listed yesterday.
What sets?
Huh?
What sets?
Oh, jeez. My girlfriend's calling me. Do we take it live?
No.
Could be terrible. All right, she hung up quick. She knew we were recording.
What sets are on those windows?
So this Wemby that I listed is a 2023 Prism Draft Picks.
Oh, okay.
Fearless insert in a PSA 10. It is rookie stamped. I listed it yesterday. 6 days left on auction, obviously. That's already at $10.50, which to me is crazy because it is a dusty ass card. If I'm being quite honest with you, it's just in a 10.
Yeah.
I think I bought this for $30 like a year ago.
It's that lower end stuff that is the sell right now. If you get a little higher end Wemby, that's the stuff I think hold it. That's why I'm like, okay, 3,800 for a rookie silver. And I'm not sure what the pop report is there on PSA 10s. It's got to be high.
Yeah.
But when you have a card, rule out the one of one. Even like something that's numbered to 25 or something like that, like an auto, even the unlicensed autos from his rookie year in Topps, you hold that
100% because you know that's the stuff that in the long run, like those are going to be his big cards down the line. That's why right now, dude, like I figure I'm going to fetch probably the most I'll ever fetch for a card like this.
Totally.
Right now, I'm going to see because I have a lot of his Don Russ laying around too that I haven't listed.
And another point I think that's worth making as well. Wemby, if you have anyone else who's in the NBA Finals right now, whether it's on the Knicks or the Spurs, sell it now.
Cannot hurt.
Sell it now.
It's hard to get back.
Yeah. Wemby's the only guy I would consider holding right now from that Finals.
I agree. Oh my God, dude. Okay. This is even crazy to me. All right, his rated rookie out of Don Russ.
A base rated
paper.
rookie.
Yeah, base rated rookie. 23-24, obviously. Let me just make sure this is. Yeah, this is base. One just sold today, June 1st. What would you think that does? Raw.
A raw card?
Yes.
$250.
No. $16. But, dude, for Don Russ.
Oh, 16?
$16. For Don Russ paper,
Yeah.
rated rookie, not slabbed up or anything, just raw. $16 on a base card when you were getting like 3 or 4 of those a box. Crazy to me. That is crazy to me.
3,500 is crazy for a silver prism.
3,800, right?
3,800, yeah.
Insane, dude. And you got his Donruss base cards doing $16 raw. I wish they were doing.
I thought that would have been over $100.
I wish they were doing $250, dude.
Yeah.
I really do.
I thought that would have been over 100. See, going back to overvaluing the rated rookies.
Yeah, that's the thing, man. See, like it. But
all right,
nutty.
finals predictions. I'm taking Spurs in 5.
Spurs in 3, I would say.
Spurs in 3, yeah.
Knicks fans, I'm looking at each and every one of you. I hate you guys. I really do. I don't like a single one of you.
Celtics fan,
I'll take that to my grave. I wish you no happiness for the upcoming finals here. Not a sliver of it, actually. I hope you guys absolutely get beat to pulps. And I hope you just have to sit all summer. No, your team came that close to its 3rd championship, mind you. To its 3rd championship. You guys only have 2 in like 300 years of playing basketball. So that's how long the NBA has been around for sure. But hate every single one of you guys. I hope the city of New York never wins another championship in anything for that matter. So if we have any listeners from New York, you guys are New York fans, I'm sorry. I hope you continue to tune in. But just know I will never show you guys any form of love or comfort in my entire life until the day I take my last breath. And if the Knicks win the finals, that last breath's coming mighty soon, let me tell you.
So what Galle is saying is Knicks in 7. That's
wrong.
pragmatic lens here.
In all
Spurs
honesty,
in 5.
I will say Spurs in 6.
Spurs in 6?
I will say Spurs in 6.
Giving them 2.
I'm giving them 2. Yeah.
All right. Let's talk about the PSA shutdown here for the value submissions.
It's a nightmare.
It is a nightmare. We were just talking about that investment, that $200 million investment from collectors a couple weeks ago. The rumors picked up shortly after that. If you're on Sports Card's Twitter or Instagram or TikTok, you probably heard that as well. They then confirmed that news, that all of the value subs are temporarily suspended. Impact on the hobby, people like to say, all the talking heads in the card world that I've been watching and formulating my own opinion along the way, is no one knows what's going to happen. Because you don't know how long this is going to last. The fact of the matter is that COVID boom, that COVID suspension that they had, it's not the same. This is 6 years later, 5, 6 years later. So nobody really knows because we don't know how long that's going to last until PSA puts that back. If it's 6 months, probably not much. But if it spans a year, we don't know. I don't know. What do you think, Al?
I think this has really opened me up, dude. It's really just opened my eyes wide. You called me before we started today as I was about to walk in, and we touched on this briefly. I'm going to say it, dude, like PSA, I don't want to say all grading specifically, but PSA grading with PSA, at what point do people start drawing the line as like, oh my goodness, this is not worth it? Like, oh my God, I can't deal with these turnaround times. I can't spend this much money if I want to get my card back in like a week or two. It's getting to a point where it's so crazy, and they're so backlogged now too, which is why this is happening, why we're at the point we're at right now. Because PSA just never said no to anything previously, so people are just sending in whatever they want. You have the majority of people, I would say, sending in to at some point sell down the line. And then you have another massive portion of people sending in to PC stuff, which, fantastic, I get it. But those people are mainly sending in, like, base cards, and that takes time. And then the people who are trying to resell stuff get angry. And it just is, it's this whole shitstorm. So I don't want to sit here and say grading is a scam, because I have gotten stuff graded too. I think we all have. If you're in this hobby, chances are you've had at least one card subbed, or you have at least one slabbed up card in your collection. But in the same breath, you see everyone getting mad about this, and I think they should be mad about it. Like, it's frustrating. But the reason that PSA has so much control and why PSA slabs have so much power in the hobby is because we in the hobby have given PSA that power. So now to complain about it, it's like, okay, like, we've kind of made our own bet. And I am part of the issue. I'm admitting I'm part of the issue.
We all are.
We all are. And I think if we all just collectively, this will never happen, if we all just collectively got together and said, hey, let's start really putting the emphasis on value on raw cards that look good. You know, like if you know a card's off-centered or the corners look like shit, like, okay, you probably don't want that card. But start kind of like grading cards for yourself on how they look. And if you're at a show and you see a card looks really good, really clean, okay, yeah, that's going to do more money than that same card that has a bent corner or some whitening on the edges, so on and so forth there. So we have gotten to the point where we have literally just said, hey, PSA 10 is king. You know, and yes, raw cards still hold value. I've made raw sales that have been great. You've made raw sales that have been great. But I'll tell you what, we would have made a lot more money if we had those cards in a 10. But the only reason it's like that is because we have created that world in this hobby. So now it's at a point where PSA can charge us whatever. They can upcharge us. They can do stuff like this. And we're cooked. We're screwed. So this might be, I hope it is, kind of the breaking point where it's like, okay, grading now should be more PC emphasized. Because my buddy texted me this morning, was like, I tried to go to GameStop the other day, sub cards, and it was $80 to do like value bulk or whatever.
The Express now, yeah.
Yes.
Yep.
So he's like, I'm not doing that. And he's like, I'm purely just slab stuff up for my PC, for my collection. So I think we should try and get to a point in the hobby, I don't think we ever will, where slabbing stuff up is more for your own personal gain rather than profit. And if we can ever get to that point, then we're not going to have so much of a reliance on PSA.
There you have it.
I tried to word that eloquently with as few cuss words as possible.
Yeah.
I think I did
Sometimes
okay.
you just have to.
I dropped a few in there, but it's frustrating, man. Like,
and it opens conversation there too, which is, I know these are conversations that have been had amongst many in the hobby, is does that open the door for an alternative grading company that is not King and not an alternative grading company, just one of the other names, the SGCs, the tags, the Beckett's of the world. But the thing is we as the hobbyists or business owners dictate what is king.
Yep.
And collectively, we've dictated that
PSA
is king.
Like, when you think about it, PSA is obviously king right now, but all of this is, as I said, it's made me think, why is PSA king? Is there something that they do inherently better than all the other grading companies? Yes, the PSA slab is iconic, whatever. Mm-hmm. Again, that's something we have kind of deemed. Like, why wasn't, SGC like the one?
Right.
And I feel like if we put all of our chips into SGC like we have PSA, SGC would become king at some point.
Yeah.
Whatever. Like, tag, same thing. I've never used tag. I've used SGC like maybe once, or like bought one SGC slab, but it's always PSA that I'm looking for. And dude, shame on me.
And that opens a discussion there too. Like, what do you think? You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Do you think that is possible? Because I personally don't think it is. I don't think anything will ever change.
I don't think so either. 'Cause we're so in deep now.
Yeah.
But maybe if one person hears this and it's like, oh, okay, maybe we get the ball rolling. And dude, you and I go down with PSA will probably kill us. PSA will probably send people to our houses, and Luke and I would never hurt ourselves. We would never hurt ourselves. They just find us in the Charles River. Like, well, that's insane.
Yeah.
Wow.
But it's definitely worth a discussion, and I think at the end of the day too, it just matters how long this suspension on the value subs will take.
Yeah.
If this is a 6-month thing and they really turn it around quickly, maybe they just needed, hey, let's just close the faucet for 6 months, and get our heads above water, and move from there.
And then it will be good.
But if we are here at this point in 2027, it's like, okay.
What did I read? Wasn't it like they have 10 million cards, like
10 million,
like backlogged?
Yeah, they put that in their. I don't want to call it a press release. It's a reporter, but they put it in their announcement.
I'm gonna put it like this, dude. Honest to God, if I hear a company is that backlogged with something, right? I'm probably not gonna use it. Like, I don't want to.
Right.
If that happens, something was going like seriously wrong.
Right.
Like, seriously wrong.
Well, it's just and you look at the numbers of what was being subbed too, not to drag this one on too long, but Pokemon is bogging down massively. Have you
Yep.
seen that chart of the cards that are?
I didn't see the chart. No.
Pokemon is light years
Yeah.
ahead of your basketball, your football, your baseball. Even One Piece is second on that too, which has been wildly popular.
One
lately.
Piece is second.
Wildly popular across across the world.
What if PSA made like a non-sport branch? And that could take.
You
some,
know that. Who knows?
Have they ever considered that?
Who knows what's in that plan aside from what we know generally as the public that they laid out with that investment? You know, they could make a whole other division, and you would think they might already have that in place.
They
We
might,
never know.
yeah.
We talk about the magic that happens behind
Yeah.
the doors of PSA. We don't know. You know?
Honestly, I'm just some idiot. So
Yeah.
don't feel the need to listen to me, PSA. But yeah, no, 10 million cards backlogged. That's sick and twisted in my eyes.
Yeah.
I'm gonna try my best not to ever use PSA again personally.
Yeah.
Sure, I might buy stuff that's already been slabbed up with PSA, but like, dude, I personally have had it.
Yeah.
I've had it with all the shit. Like,
Yeah.
I'm not too big on flipping graded cards,
Yeah.
so I usually just sell raw anyway. So, Galle's out. Galle's good on PSA.
And
You guys have lost a customer.
I will be right back in the value bulk sub when that comes back. All right. On to, we got one more. We don't get to talk a lot of Pokemon here. Galle knows that I do like to talk about this here too. But the 30th anniversary set has been announced. That is on the horizon. Pokemon celebrating 30 years of existence. And so a massive set on the horizon there. They released a few previews of what the cards will look like, similar to the 25th anniversary, where you had the stamp, the little Pikachu stamp with the 2 and the 5 on his cheeks. This one is almost identical, but with a 3 and an O on the cheeks there. There's a stamped base set Charizard, a stamped tag team Pikachu and Zekrom, multiple others there that they previewed. A very cool-looking Mew and Mewtwo EX as well. So we should get a nice, hoping a UPC Ultra Premium Collection box when that, when that comes out. We do have a date, not much other info than that. That announcement was also just made on June 1st, the morning of June 1st, September 16th. So early fall there is when we will see that. Should be a fun one.
Not a clue what he just said. No, you may as well have just spoken Mandarin to me.
To put it in perspective,
Yeah.
Galle and I were on a stream one evening. He opened a pack of, I think it was Phantasmal Flames at that time. I can't remember what set it was. He opened a check lane blister. And he's ripping through them, and a Kangaskhan comes out, and he called it Kazakhstan. So just to give you an idea of what Galle knows about
That's what
Pokemon.
it is, I'm afraid. I mean, no idea what's going on in the Pokemon. Something I need to learn more being in this hobby, but I know my girlfriend likes the pink Pokemon, so
Yeah.
when I'm at a show, like I'll pick up a like a Clefairy or something.
Nice.
And
You know that one.
I know that
That's all
one.
that works.
I
That's
got
all
her
that you need to
Clefairy.
know.
Mew also pink.
Mew also pink?
Also pink.
Yeah.
People have told me I look like
Oh, my.
God damn, dude, what's the one? My favorite Pokemon are Execute.
You don't look like...
No, I don't look like him. That's not
grouping
the
of
one I
eggs.
look like. It has like a mustache looking thing. I think it's like red and blue.
Oh, Probopass.
Probopass.
Yes.
That is
Galle
the one
does look
people have
like
told me I look
Probopass.
like. So
Yeah.
that's about
That's a
about
good
my
one.
whole.
That'll be clipped.
We'll have to throw that in there. Here, can we do like a side by side?
Yeah. Probopass and Galle.
There I am.
Look at him. Look at him. Identical.
Crazy.
All right.
So
eBay tip of the week. I actually like this one as another discussion for the socials here. So we'll call it the eBay discussion of the week like we did a couple weeks ago. How do we feel about promoting our listings? Do you promote your listings?
not really. No.
I
Oh, you mean like eBay's actual feature of
yeah.
promotion? Oh,
Yeah,
I
yeah,
thought
yeah.
you just meant through.
No,
like,
no. Hey
Okay.
guys, got a
Yeah,
card
no,
live
I thought
on,
that's what you meant.
eBay right now. No,
I never promote my
the
listings.
promoting listing, promoted listings. I think there's a time and place for it, and my opinion is very like loose on this. I could be swayed if there's
Yeah.
if there's a comment in the chat that's like, no, you should do it for this, this, and this. I'm like, I'll take that in consideration. If you have a specific, like low numbered or just like a cut or something super specific, low numbered, you don't need to promote that because it's going to be one of the only few on eBay. That being said, I feel like there's a spot for the promotions when you have, for example, a downtown, a non-numbered downtown. There's going to be a lot of downtowns, especially when a release just happens, that will be listed. So if you just put that 2% listing, I've never done more than 2%. I feel like
45% on the promotion there?
That's all that's needed is the 2%. That just bumps you up right to the top of the search bar. So that's my opinion on the promoted listings. What say you?
have I ever promoted? I don't think I have. I think the reason I haven't promoted is because my philosophy has always been, okay, I'm going to start really small on eBay and, make as many sales as possible, like clear out the stuff that I don't care what it goes for. We've talked about this on previous episodes, like throw stuff up at 99 cents. What it goes for is what it goes for. Build up those sales, build up the feedback, build up the reputation. So hopefully by the time where I get selling bigger stuff, I'm getting pretty good hits. I'm getting pretty good clicks, getting pretty good recognition. That has worked for me. That has worked for me. Great, I can't speak. I realize sometimes that isn't always the case, where like your stuff isn't always getting like good bumps that you wanted to get. But I have found with me personally, like a lot of times, like I get views that I'm satisfied with, and it does also come back to like if you are worried about what something goes for, just like set it at that price, like set it at your minimum, only like I throw everything up at 99 cents and I'm just like, all right, whatever it goes for is what it goes for. And I've sold cards way under comp because of that. And I've also sold cards way over comp where I've been super pleased with the sale. So eBay is a risky game. I'm sure it's a little bit different for people who do it full time too. Like eBay is my side hustle, your side hustle,
and a hobby first.
And a hobby, like
we talk about it being quite literally. We talk about it to our girlfriends, quite literally being therapeutic.
It is therapeutic. Like I just enjoy it. So I'm like, whatever money I can yield from this, in some connections that I make, awesome.
Right.
That's how I look at eBay. But if you're really, really, really trying to like get full comp out of everything,
go to a show.
Yeah, go to a show, and
Cash
eBay's
sale.
really not the place for that. But
all right, well. That was
a meaty episode.
That was a meaty episode.
By the way, I just want to say, Knicks fans, I absolutely hate you still. Just if you missed the middle of the episode, rewind. If you're just tuning in at the end here, you kind of missed the bulk of it. I just want to make it abundantly clear. If you are a Knicks fan, I do not want you to be happy at all within the next 2 weeks here, or for the entire summer, for that matter. And the fall comes around when it's a new season. I don't care about you guys either then. So I just want to make that clear.
Go Pistons.
If it wasn't clear already.
All right. Stache or Pass Pod. We're over on TikTok. We're over on Instagram there as well. Clips getting posted every day, every night. And then our flagship page, Cardball Breaks, over on eBay Live, Fanatics Live, and whatnot. My name is Luke, here with Galle. Guys, have a fantastic week. We'll see you again next week. Peace.